What is up, YouTube? My name is Laura. If you've never visited my YouTube channel before, welcome. Today I'm coming to you again from Hawaii, which is amazing. I'm having a wonderful time. I actually am here to open up about a lot more of a sensitive subject. As many of you know, a lot of my channel, I do talk about grief and I talk about my personal grief journey. My husband did pass away 2.5 years ago. Since then, I've kind of just been living my life how I want to live it, but a lot of travel, mountaineering, all these kind of awesome things. So one of the things that I open up on my Instagram about, if you've not followed me already, I'll link it below, but is actually my hair issues. And I've had quite a few different kind of weird issues that have arose since I've gone through and going through grief and trauma, but one of those has been a lot of hair loss. When I talk about it on my Instagram, a lot of people say yes, that is exactly what I went through too, or am currently going through, or it might be a bit of a heads up on what they might be going through. So a lot of what I say, I kind of just am super real about something that I'm going through. I appreciate when people are able to kind of let me feel like I'm not on an island. So if you have experienced anything like this, I would actually love to hear about it. If you feel comfortable reading it, leaving it in the comments below. Otherwise, you can always send me a message on Instagram. Anyway, so I'm just gonna kind of share with you quickly what happened. It was until about 6 months after my husband James passed away that I started experiencing this. My hair used to probably almost be like to there, like mid-waist area. It was very full as well. I just washed my hair, so it's not styled right now. So it was like really long and wonderful, and I felt like I had very nice hair. I liked it. After James passed away, I just started falling out. So whether like I was just running my hands through my hair in general, or I was brushing it, it was just coming out in clumps. It actually, weirdly enough, was coming out a lot more on the left side than the right. So I ended up having very long hair, and then all that was going on underneath it was like super short. So it was just really embarrassing. Like I just was very uncomfortable if anyone touched my hair. I really wanted to get it cut and get it restyled. I ended up actually going to a stylist, and I didn't tell her, I just told her like I was having a lot of hair issues due to stress, and she instantly asked me like if I do hard drugs. No. So for me, it was just a very embarrassing, like I was so embarrassed already going in there, and then for them just kind of to almost judge me like I was doing drugs was just very uncomfortable. So then I have not been to anyone in well over a year. I did cut it by myself one time, and it's not even. And then from there, I went through another like anxiety phase for a couple months, and some more fell out. So I've been like happy, doing my own thing. Always do deal with some anxiety, but not nearly as bad as it's been in the past. And so now I'm in Hawaii. One of my friends here, she knows a hairstylist really well, and he's very well aware of her grief process, and now he's following me on Instagram, so he definitely knows about my hair process. I told him all about like my terrible hair issues, as well as the hairstylist that I've gone to, and he's like super sad for me and super like horrified that I've had those experiences. So we decided that I will now today get it cut. I'm like super nervous. It's really crazy because a few days ago, like I jumped off cliffs and I went on, hiked the highest peak in Hawaii. Those are like just normal to me. Like I have no issues doing that, even if it's a bit scary. Like it's just like, just go do it. But someone touching my hair, I think is probably my scariest. And that probably actually is what gives me the most anxiety. But over on my Instagram, I do talk about just facing your fears. So I'm gonna do this, guys. Super nervous, super scared, but you can even see just even me sitting here. It goes up right there. So I'm basically just gonna get it leveled off, and then I'm gonna talk to him if he thinks I should have some higher up things. I do wanna make sure that I can always put it back, and I like putting in braids, so hopefully it's long enough to do this kind of thing. So I'm just gonna kind of bring you along. I always like, if someone else is going through something like that out there, having them not feel so alone. If you have like a friend, maybe what's actually going on with them in their grief journey, then this kind of sheds light on it. I always like shedding light on what actually is going on inside someone during their grief journey. So if you do like this video and you're supporting my hair change, make sure you give it a like. If you want to see more videos about me being super vulnerable, sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay guys, couple more hours. I'm gonna get some work done and then I'll bring you along.
So I'm just going to bring you a little play-by-play. This is James and I back in 2013 graduating from university, and you can see my hair is quite full there. This was a couple months after James did pass away. Fun fact, I actually bungee jumped off that bridge, but again, you can see my hair is very, very full. As is with this picture, this was only a couple months after James did pass away, so I was having a little bit of hair issues, just kind of from the one side. I would just say it's thinning, but you wouldn't be able to see any big chunks that came out. You can see it's very shiny, it's very healthy looking still. Underneath it was just starting to have some issues, but all around it was not. This was around the 10-month mark, and it continued for about a year. I actually just sent this picture to a couple friends. I remember I was traveling this one and the next one, and I basically was just showing how one of the sides just couldn't stop falling out. I wish, honestly, looking back, that I had kind of shown a full example of how much it was coming out in the back, but honestly, I was just really embarrassed, but you can see by these pictures how extreme it had gotten. I refer to the evening that I cut my own hair as kind of like when Britney Spears did and had her meltdown. I tried to basically level it off. I don't think I actually did a terrible job, but I still wasn't cutting off all of the dead ends. I just kind of had enough. I decided to cut my own hair. Still not my smartest move, just because it still was uneven.
Hey guys, I am here. I'm super nervous, but I'm just super excited. And I will actually leave the contact information of the person that I'm working with below. I'll try to kind of grab a few clips, but I just want him to concentrate. And then I'll show you after. So I'm back in my car. I don't know even how I feel about it. It's just like short, but that's what I wanted it to be. Didn't get any footage, sorry. It's uncomfortable because you don't want to distract the person. But I got some good hair products that I think will work well. I think I'll more be going with like a straightened look most days, but I think I can part it either or, just kind of shoulder length here. You know when you like, it's fresh and you just can't stop doing that? I'm doing one of those times 10. So yeah, I basically hadn't gotten my hair cut like properly, professionally, in about 3 years. It was honestly, it's a very sensitive subject. I'll have inserted pictures and you can see that my hair used to be super, super long. And honestly, it's just a really uncomfortable thing. And I remember being like 12 years old, probably like 14 actually, and going to the hairdressers and them being like, oh, you really need to be coming in here more. And it's like, okay, well, have a paper route and doing the best I can. Or like I don't know, or I was trying to grow it out and like maybe I just didn't get a cut as much. I don't know, I just always like have these weird little stereotypes about my hair, and then this has just made it like 10 times worse. So I'm honestly proud of myself. I feel like this sounds so dorky, but I am proud of myself for actually going in and doing it. Regardless, I need kind of like a fresh slate with it. I'll probably like grow it out a little bit just because I like to be able to put it up pretty well when I'm like hiking. I normally like doing braids on multi-day hikes, but I'm really excited about it. Thank you, Cody, who cut my hair. And I'm gonna go out for dinner here in Kona now, show it off. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a like. If you like my haircut, make sure you give it a like. Don't give it a dislike. That's just not needed. If you guys are excited and encouraging, or want to share anything that happened to you like this during your grief journey, please comment it below or just go and follow me on Instagram and send me a message. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Keep living life.